Hello YouTube, what is up? Connor Brooks here with another review for you. Today we are going to be reviewing a Broadway Limited Paragon 3 Rolling Thunder Brass Hybrid Series locomotive. Now I do not have the Rolling Thunder subwoofer, but personally the sounds are still nice, so I don't really think that's necessary, but I know that it does exist, and if I wanted it I could buy it. So, yeah, let's move on. Let's first start with the unboxing. Now, of course, I already have the locomotive out of the box because that's how I do these. And I've already separated the top of the box from the other, like the part that's under this, I guess, because it's really hard to get apart without using two hands. So, this is the top of the box, brass hybrid. It shows you what it is. It's the C&O Class L-1 Hudson, and I do have the B&O Railroad Museum version, so that means it's the yellow one that you see at the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad Museum in Baltimore, Maryland, which I've been to many times, and I see that all the time, so that is pretty cool. So here's the box. By the way, I bought this locomotive from Patrick's Trains up in West Virginia online. Good company. They still have some in stock, I believe. So if you want one, you can go check that out. So here's the bottom of the box. So this is what you get when you open the box. So you take this like nice sleeve off, and of course this isn't as organized as it could be, but this is the gist. You get your Paragon 3 operator's manual for steam locomotives, so it's all pretty much the same. You get your exploded parts diagram for the locomotive. So you have the locomotive on the front, right, and then the tender on the back. You get a warranty card, which shows you about the 1-year warranty, and then you go and register it down there. And then you get this. This is very nice. In the Brass Hybrid series, you get information about the locomotive itself. So this is like a nice, better than Wikipedia article type of thing, because this is from the Chesapeake and Ohio Historical Society. So this is probably better than Wikipedia here. And then you've got some pictures of it, and then this is the actual original drawing of the locomotive. So, you know, just cool stuff like that that adds to the niceness, I guess. That's a great word for what I want. You also get a funnel to put smoke fluid in the locomotive, because this is equipped with smoke. You do not actually get smoke fluid. I believe there's like some shipping thing in the US or something about liquids. I don't really know. And then you get this tool inside a baggie with some traction tires, so you can, if it would load, there you go. So you can unscrew the gears and stuff, and then put on the traction tires, or replace the traction tires, I should say, because they already have them on there. So, before we actually get to the locomotive, since it is 4th of July, on the day that I have posted this, I don't actually record it on that day, but I do have it set for this day. So, happy 4th of July to everyone, by the way. I'm just going to show you, I do have a 4th of July train up and running. This is the GS4 by Bachman. And then, this is something I found on eBay. I don't know, it looks cool. It's from Bachman, but a long time ago. And these are nice, they're not hand-built, they're from a kit, but they've been nicely detailed, and they're the America Bicentennial. So, very nice. So this has been running all day, but I decided to stop and do a review. Excuse me again. So, actually, hold on. I do need the operator's manual to operate the locomotive. That is important. So, now I can sit down. Here she is in all her pride and glory. Just a beautiful locomotive. We'll start with the front. So you look at that nice side rod detail. Number 490. Chesapeake in Ohio. And this is the back. Very durable, because this is all made out of brass. Everything here, except for like the trucks and stuff like that, I believe they are plastic, but everything is made out of brass. That's why it's a brass hybrid. So let's go ahead and get into the detail. This is your coupler cut lever. does move. This is a operating swivel coupler. I don't know if that's what it's called, but it operates in and out, but you cannot actually use this as a coupler. It's just for looks. In the box, it does actually come with a coupler replacement if you want to replace that. Headlight. These are like some grill looking things, I guess, right? 490, and then 490 again up here as well. Chesapeake in Ohio, C&O. Walkway up, nice tread detail, nice handle. There's your window, crew. I do not believe that these windows close. They do not, and this up here is also not functional. That would be a hatch of some sort that would open to get air, I believe. So this is the smokestack. And that is also the whistle. Nice hatches, and then some just nice detail. I don't really know what a lot of this stuff is. That's why I'm not perfect at these reviews, but I do give you the overview. The tender back here, I guess I can show you in there. So this, normally, this thing down here that's under this, right, that normally would be on top of it, and it would be a way for the crew to walk back to get the coal, but it kept pushing against the locomotive because my turns, a lot of my turns are 18-inch radius, and so it wouldn't work. So I put it under there, and it works just fine. So, yep, okay, so we have a ladder to get on to the tender, which I guess you can also get into the cab that way. This is the coal. Looks very realistic, by the way. And then as we keep, these are filler hatches. I guess this is where the water and stuff would go. And if we go back here, this is the back rear headlight 490. And now something really cool is you can see this is the back of the tender, and then this comes out a little bit. So this is what the original tender was, just this, because these were rebuild program. This was a rebuild program, so they rebuilt their Hudsons into these, I believe. And so that's the old tender, and then this comes out as the streamline. But these never actually made it into much service, sadly. And then the other side is the exact same, except this is the crew side. Now I am going to try to get, come on baby, work, up. I don't think I'm going to be able to get this. But there is some high detail up in there. Maybe when I turn the locomotive on, it'll be a lot easier. So to start Broadway limited locomotives, I have this set to 490. To start Broadway limited locomotives, you just have to move it. So there you go. And so there's the dynamo. So I guess we'll do the headlight. So the dynamo has to turn on first. I'm going to make sure there's no anything blocking the smoke. So now that we have this light on, there you go. You might be able to... there you go. Now you can see it. That's nice. Nice, nice, nice. So the headlight, it is like dual beam. So if you put it in reverse... So that noise you heard was the changing from reverse to reverse to forward. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. So I do not actually have this on, here we go. I'm going to real quick change this back to the default whistle. I'm using CV224. So that coupler clank means that it is now back. So let's go over the sounds. F1 is the bell. There's like a nice ring off, right? F2 is the whistle. So that was a grade cross sequence, so as you know, or I don't know if you know, but Broadway Limited F3 is not a short whistle. That is a coupler clank, which only works when you move, by the way. So, that's the first whistle. I guess I'll go over the other whistles. This is the whistle that I have set. This is the whistle that I like better than the default. Whoops. Would help if I put in the locomotive. So that's the whistle that I like, and then this is the other whistle, just so you can hear them all. So yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and put it back on the whistle that I like, which is number 1. So, okay, so now we'll move on, F4. I guess I could open the operator's manual so I could actually see what it is, right? That would be helpful. What is F4? F4 is the air pump. So I do have my fan going over there because it's really hot up here, so that's why the smoke is kind of going crazy. F5 is the let's see, when stopped is the blowdown. And then it says, when moving is how you decrease your chuff rate. F6 is water fill when stopped. Okay. There you go. And then, let's see, F7 is the smoke off, so you can see it's kind of moving along right now. If I turn it F7, it stops. If I turn that back on, the smoke will heat back on up. F8 is mute. So while it's muted, you can still do the horn and the bell, whistle, I mean. So, and then F8 turns that off, and then F9 is the startup and shutdown. I'm not going to go over that because that takes a little long. So those are the those are most of the sound functions. This does go all the way. I lost the page. This does go all the way up to 28 functions. So there you go. There's all your functions right there. If you want to pause that video and look. So last thing. By the way, this is Broadway Limited smoke fluid, for all you who don't know. And you take that and you put 1 or 2 or 3 drops in there, and it heats up and you have smoke. Also, some other smokes, any smoke will really work, but that's just what I have decided to use. So let's see, let's get that back focused. So we'll go to speed step 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 is when it starts chuffing. So you can see the chuffing smoke. And so it has a pretty slow acceleration rate. So I'm going to put it up. This is speed step 20. And there you go. I did hit my other train, so now we're going to reverse it and do the exact same thing, speed step 20. And so you can see that smoke is just pouring out. So now I'm going to stop it. And there you have it. So the smoke does leave a smell, and so the fan that I have actually is really nice because it takes the smoke and it puts it not where I am. It kind of dissipates it. So unless you have a really big room, you are going to smell the smoke if you don't have like a fan or something. So yeah. So that is the Broadway Limited C&O L-1 Hudson brass hybrid. One of the most detailed locomotives that I have. I just love the sounds, love the smoke. I just love everything about this locomotive, and it's cool because I can go see it in person. So that's just cool to have a model of something that I can see in person. So, yeah. So that ends this review. Thank you for watching this video and choosing my channel. please like the video, comment on the video, give me a suggestion or two, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Have a great day.